To Metro TV, the leader in sports, home of soccer, and you're watching us live from Tripoli, Libya. There is that crucial game involving the Black Stars of Ghana under 17, we call it here in Ghana, and their Libyan counterparts. Remember, 2 weeks ago, and the first game was played here at the Ohinijan Sports Stadium, and the Ghanaians were able to run over the Libyans and actually defeated them by 3-0 today. My name is Mohamed Amin Lamte, and very well, thank you very much for being part of this wonderful day. It is quite a bit exclusive on Metro TV, the leader in sports and home of soccer. There you have the Ghanaians in your shot in Accra. We had goalkeeper in Kansa James in pose. We have Frimpong, Isaac Eshon, Moro Ibrahim, Abeku Samuel. Watching this live from Tripoli, exclusive on Metro TV, the leader in sports and home of soccer. So the referee is setting up, making sure the right things are done. There he goes with the whistle for the commencement of the game. It is the preliminary round of the 8th African Under-17 Championship, Ghana versus Libya. And so let's see how the Ghanaians will react, having the Black Stars of Ghana tasted defeat in the hands of the senior colleagues of the Libyans. The Black Stars will be spotted in the all-red outfit, playing from left to right and to left on your screens. Very soon, I'll be joined by my colleague Niama Ashon Katai, who's going to help me with summary of this game. And the Ghanaians already started trying to probe for the opener. Remember, they had 3 goals here in Ghana, and let's hope they will sustain and maintain their composure. We're coming your way with the live telecast of the Under-17 national team game and their Libyan counterparts. This was the stadium where the Black Stars of Ghana suffered a defeat. So today is a day of retaliation. Danger man for the Starlets. He looks very, very huge, tall, and he's having everything to his advantage anytime he's on the offensive. A beautiful diamond there from Ibrahim Moro, playing the left.
Score any goal, they should prevent the Starlets from humiliating them at their own background. That is why they are playing it coolly. If they try to open the game, I'm sure we're going to baptize them heavily. Okay,
you use the word baptize.
Gets there, but it will get to a time that you will not get the full complement of your team, and then we need to play the match. We should be guided by what happened to our athletes prior to the Beijing Games.
Okay, Ghana is blessed, regardless of whatever happened. Still move mountains wherever we find ourselves. Mali will take on Niger. The first game was played in Bamako. Libyans, it looks like now the Libyans are on the Ghanaians. They are now trying to dictate the pace. You
know, after calming down, I'm sure their coach has been able to read the game. And that is why they are now dictating the pace. For me, yes, it should be a balanced game. Just look at the way the midfielders are controlling the game. Then they move it forward for the strikers. And, you know, Insor is always able to come back to help the midfielders. So
played at home, they lost to Rwanda by 1-2. So it's a corner kick to Libya. And he lifted one, not a good one, but it looks very deceptive. Got tax in midfield. The first half, the Ghanaians seem to have seized the midfield play. Wonderful diamond here. The Ghanaians would have to string their passes together. Moro Ibrahim, very, very instrumental in the first half. Come out with something constructive. Coach Hini would love to see them coming out with the goals. And as I told you, the Ghana will either meet Sierra Leone or Gambia. He was given a needed check. The brakes were put on him, and he could not really gel when many Ghanaians were just about to celebrate. He's in the hand, calling for a penalty. The referee will have none of that. The man, when you are in that turn of the pitch, there they go. Wonderful diamond. This is Moro Ibrahim. Now love it, that history. Look at the curl and the ball, and the ball is there. What a goal! Niamashon Katai.
I mean, it's a spectacular goal by our standard.
And look at the man, the coach, Anfrane with white handkerchief, and look at the celebration.
Wow. When especially you know that
the Ghanaian flag, the Ghanaians were there in their numbers. They seem to have numbered the Libyans in the stand.
You know, especially what happened last week. You have to be guided by that's what happened.
Let's take a look at it again because I love that goal. And Al-Hassan Mohammed with the header there. And he was really probing in the first half. He could not succeed in getting a goal.
People are waiting for you to just cross the ball, so they use their head and their legs. And I think that it was a spectacular goal. It's a fine goal by our standard. Okay. Let's see what happens. Like I've always said, definitely we're going to win this match. By this goal, the Libyans will be forced to come all out, and they are going to open their back for us to score more goals.
Very well. I hope by now the Black Stars players will be very, very excited. Even though they lost out, and their younger brothers are just doing that for them. The FA president, His Excellency Kosinyantechi, I know he will be very, very happy at this stage watching this game to make sure that this will serve as a motivation for him and his backroom staff to reorganize the team and make sure against Lesotho, Ghanaians will be doing the calculation that that game will end in a draw. But to all intents and purposes, that is game of football. Sometimes you least expect something, it will really happen. So the Stars are leading by 1-0. For those of you who are oblivious of the news, we've just approaching 15-minute mark of the game. Niam, I don't know whether the Stars can really increase the tally at this stage. Can they?
I mean, everything in this game shows. They've stepped up their game after scoring the first goal. But I mean, Lamti, whilst you were going through the other matches, something crossed my mind. I don't know what will be happening to you if probably you were a South African at this level.
They look to be very, very comfortable. Would you advise them to increase the tally?
Yes, at this level, it is very much important. Yes, this.
It looks like what you said has been well understood by the players. They are now firing outside the 18. Ibrahim, Moro. It looks like each and every player is fighting hard. The Libyans would now move up, and that pass, he was very, very tough here. Together with Mohamed Doza, who just came on a while ago. The Ghanaians would be very, very excited with the scoreline. This is the captain for the side, Frimpong.
The woodwork saved us would have been a perfect equalizer.
But I think Nkansa did a wonderful job. I saw him going, he's actually stretching. He saw in the Black Stars players was really, really disturbing. So we must try to work it out down the youth team so that we can build them up, so that we have options in case players are beginning to see themselves as keeper for the Stars. She reminds me of the likes of Olele, Samir J and Co. And the referee says that should be an indirect free kick. I just don't understand it. As a former goalkeeper, I don't know whether the goalkeeper did something. Look at the position of the ball. And he checks it, who's coming, and the ball is there. The Libyans would bounce back. Done better.
I mean, like I keep on talking about experience. I mean, these are young child. Some of these things, yes, you should just expect them. But I think that some of these mistakes too should not happen. He probably, that is what should happen, because now the Libyans, like I did say, would want at least, if don't win this game, at least they would want to draw. And so now they are drawing back.
And referee says the penalty for Ghana. What a day for the Libyans. What a brilliant day for the Ghanaian team. And just look at it. That was the man, Moro Ibrahim, trying to meander his way through. He was given a needed check. He was impeded. A referee says this is a legal tackle. He was a really, really legal tackle, but he says the Libyans must be punished. Just look at that. Ha! And